The Pacific Northwest, that is, has been breaking heat records. We've been talking about it all summer. And between extreme droughts and some of the largest wildfires in history, farmers have been especially impacted. And it's particularly bad news for anyone who likes beer. Meteorologist Sean Kelly explains.
These are all different specialty grains that we'll be using.
Will Golden with Austin Beerworks got the call he was dreading.
He was like, listen, we got to talk today. The crop is the worst it's ever been.
The Pacific Northwest barley crop, a vital ingredient for Austin brewers, is in danger.
It's looking like the crop is really terrible. I think 80% of what should be high quality barley, malting barley, is just...
And while some of the crop survived, its taste and smell were likely ruined by all the smoke.
When you've got these wildfires in these hop regions, especially with aroma hops, they don't get boiled. Literally the way that hop smells is going to go directly into our beer.
We're fortunate that this year so far we haven't really seen anything substantial.
Brent Sapstead with Holdout Brewing says smaller breweries are at an advantage.
We're so small that we're able to be probably a little bit more nimble than larger breweries that I think would have some flavor consistencies that they really need to focus on.
But are beer drinkers in Austin going to notice these impacts? The short answer, not yet. The hops producers set contracts with breweries years in advance, keeping prices steady for us, but forcing farmers and suppliers to eat the cost. And as climate change creates more intense weather extremes, many farmers will likely move further north. Problem with this is, more north in latitude means less sunlight means a more poor quality of barley. Scientists predict that droughts and higher temperatures could affect barley crops enough to cause beer shortages by the end of the century. In the US alone, the beer supply could fall by 20%.
I feel bad for these generations of farmers that have been growing hops because they truly love beer. Hopefully they don't lose generations-long legacy.
In Austin, Sean Kelly, KXAN News.
Now, 87% of this year's barley crop has experienced drought, and nearly 3/4 of hops grown here in the U.S. is grown in Washington state.